Yes, Savvy here from Football Heritage TV. Welcome. Transfer deadline day is here. It does feel very somber in the world of football transfers, doesn't it? I think so far, as of recording this video, it's about 1 p.m. in the UK time right now. So this video will probably go out about 2 p.m. UK time. I think the biggest deal that Sky Sports have announced today is Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari. So nothing to do with football. Other than that, we've seen a little bit here, a little bit there, a couple of loans. Morgan Rogers signing for Aston Villa. Bournemouth look like they're doing a few bits. But will any of this have a knock-on effect for Tottenham Hotspur? Will Tottenham do anything, outgoings or incomings, probably less likely, in the last 9 to 10 hours of this window? Look, as Postecoglou has said to us last night, he said the day before it looked unlikely anything would happen. Last night he said it looks even less likely. But is there a late twist? Is there anything that can happen? So if we look at some of the news that's been surrounding Spurs so far today, if we have a look at Fabrizio Romano, this was a story that broke last night and has carried on through to this morning. And a couple of hours ago, Fabrizio Romano said this. Of course, Veliz, young striker, signed from Argentina just 6-7 months ago, has had a couple of minutes, got the goal obviously against Brighton, but he's had a couple of minutes, not really been given any game time before his injury by Postecoglou, who we've seen doesn't really want to put the youngsters in. Asks or begs the question, doesn't it? Who wanted him? Did Postecoglou want him? Did anyone else want him? I don't know. I'm just chucking it out there. I don't know. Anyway, Aleo Veliz has been given the green light from Tottenham Hotspur to complete a loan move to Sevilla in La Liga. There are still details to clarify up to Sevilla now. The loan deal does not include a buy option clause. Sevilla on it, as first called by David Ornstein. It was Ornstein that broke that news last night. So I'll ask the first question. What do you guys and girls make of this? Veliz, last I knew, he was out for a few months. Now he looks like he's on his way to Sevilla, who are in a relegation battle in La Liga, by the way. This is not a good Sevilla team. They've just lost even Rakitic for a second time. This is not a good Sevilla team. I guess it begs a question from his point of view and from the club point of view. Surely it would be worthwhile only if he's getting game time. Surely what we can't have is another situation like with Dane Scarlett to Ipswich, where a player goes on loan somewhere, doesn't get any minutes, comes back, no more experienced. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Because this, along with Bournemouth signing a striker on loan from Getafe this morning, has led a lot of people to reignite the rumours of Solanke. Now, I said the other day, I don't believe that Dominic Solanke is going to come to Tottenham Hotspur at all. I don't think he's good enough. And especially, I don't think he's going to sign for Tottenham with about 9 to 10 hours to go in the window for the fee that Bournemouth are going to ask. But again, it's prompted a lot of journalists to say, hang on, Spurs are freeing up space. Bournemouth are freeing up space so that Solanke can go. I don't buy it. Let me get your opinions on this. We'll move on from that one. And this is what else happened with Tottenham. So there you go. So Morgan Rogers signed for Aston Villa. Ex-Spurs player Romain Mundle has joined Sunderland on a $2 million deal from Standard Liège. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Leicester City signing Stefano Senesi. What was it I wanted to show you? Where is it? So a couple of bits of Spurs news. One was Højbjerg, which I think we already know. Højbjerg here has said, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg confirms, I'm not leaving Spurs on deadline day. I'm staying. I definitely feel that Tottenham is fighting for something. And that was via Charlie Eccleshare. Now, this is a really interesting one. Not that he's staying. I think we knew that he was going to stay. From the other day. We knew that he was going to stay. We knew that there were apparently a few loan deals turned down by Tottenham Hotspur that not willing to let the guy go on loan. But the interesting bit for me is I'm staying. I definitely feel that Tottenham is fighting for something. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. it's transfer deadline day today. We know we're not going to get any better midfielders now. But when he says he's staying, do we believe that means he's staying for now? He wants to stay through the summer because he's got a year left on his contract as of June. So does Højbjerg stay beyond that? Does that show signs of progression if we keep him signed up? Does he play the kind of Postecoglou way? For me, I think he's a decent squad player who comes on, gives his all, shows leadership, but realistically, if we want to grow, and I'll ask that question again, it's what football team you want to be, I just don't think he's good enough. So that last sentence there is quite interesting for me as to does he stay or not. Other Tottenham news this morning, you can see here is right above, is that Tottenham, a future Tottenham player, Luko Vuskovic, has completed his move to Polish side, Radomlak Radom. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Somebody will completely tell me I butchered that. On loan from Hajduk Split. Vuskovic, key part of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club's future plans. Now, this is an interesting one as well, because obviously we know that Vuskovic is very, very young. We know that he's very young. He needs game time. Why is he not going to be playing for Hajduk Split would be my first question. My understanding was that he'd broken into the first team there. So why would he not be playing for them? And I'll be honest, I've not heard of Polish side, Radomlak Radom. I've not heard of them. So what do you all make of this? Is this a good move for him? Obviously, he's not going to be part of Spurs for a couple of years or so, but what do you all make of this one, of Radomlak Radom? And in general, if we come away from what Fabrizio Romano has said about moves today, there's talks about Spurs trying to hijack the deal for the young Swedish player Bergvall. Lots of people saying, oh, he's a generational player. He's a wonder kid. Again, it just screams more youth players. Looks like he's on his way to Barcelona. Is this a player that you would like to see sign for Spurs? Is this a player that you think we would need? And again, I'm going to ask the question, are these players club signings or manager signings? Because there were reports that Dejan Kulusevski was present when Lucas Bergvall visited Tottenham early this week and has been encouraging the player to join. So if I show you that, I mean, this was, so this is via the Spurs Express, big up to the Spurs Express, and they put this report out from at Football Direct, that he was shown around the Spurs training ground and he was shown around the stadium, and that Kulusevski's in his ear having a chat. So for me, it does seem that we're linked with a lot of younger players. And I just wanted to know what everyone's thoughts on that are. Other than that, it does look like it's going to be a transfer window that has kind of fizzled out towards the end. Not just for Tottenham Hotspur, I must say, not just for Tottenham Hotspur, for all clubs. Not a lot has happened. Arsenal have done nothing. Man United have done nothing. Liverpool have done nothing. Man City have done nothing. Villa have bought Morgan Rogers and I believe a couple of other youngsters from across Europe. Tottenham have got Timo Werner on loan and Radu Dragashin, who came on again last night. And obviously Timo Werner getting a couple of assists. So a very, very quiet January transfer window for everyone. So I'll leave you with this. I don't want to flog a dead horse. And I will be live tonight at 7 o'clock, right the way through to the end of the transfer window. Does anyone expect anything big to happen, either at Tottenham or anywhere else in the Premier League throughout the rest of today? As I said, at the time of filming this, there's about 9.5 hours, 10 hours left of the transfer window. Does anyone think anything big will happen? Tell me what you think about the transfer window. Have Spurs had a good transfer window? Have we done what we needed to do? Have any other clubs done what they needed to do? Anything that surprised you? Let me know. I just want to say a big thank you. It's always difficult for YouTubers throughout the month of January because there's a lot of transfer news, a lot of rumours, a lot of videoing to do, a lot of getting guests, a lot of shows. But thank you, because without everybody in the chat, without people watching the videos, it doesn't mean anything at all. So thank you very much to everyone who supported myself and all the other YouTube creators. Much love. Take care. See you tonight at 7 o'clock. And as always, come on, you Spurs.